Mark, for starters, congrats on being named captain. A bit of a two-parter. The first, you've done this before, so what does this mean to you to do it now in Seattle? And second, did you know that this was coming, or when did it kind of like hit you, or when did they tell you that you were going to be named captain?
Yeah, I know. I had a meeting yesterday with Ron and Hack, so you know, I'm honored, honestly, to be given responsibility to be the captain of this group of guys and a new organization, new team. It means a lot to myself. So I told them yesterday I'll try and do everything I can do to lead the group the best way that I can, and it means a lot to me to be given this responsibility for sure.
Great, Andy Ide.
Hey, Mark, congratulations. There are different types of leaders. There's vocal leaders, guys who lead by example. Where would you put yourself as a captain and a leader on that scale?
I'd like to think I lead more by example, try and play the game the right way, play as hard as you can in and night out. But there are times I think when it's important to step up and say the right things as well when the group needs a little boost. But in saying that, I have obviously a ton of experienced guys around me. You saw today with the assistant captains who were named. I think all those guys are very worthy of being captains in their own right, and we'll lean on each other, and then it's on all the other guys too to be leaders. Everyone could lead in their own way, so that's the message to the group today, and we'll go from there. We're looking forward to our first game here.
Darren Brown.
Hey, Mark, congrats. So obviously not your first time being named captain of an NHL franchise, but I'm just curious how the emotions feel for this one as opposed to last time you were named captain in Calgary.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have a lot more experience now. I think there's different situations that come up when you're captain, and hopefully now I've have a little bit, like I said, more experience and can deal with certain situations the right way. And at the end of the day, I think the captain of a hockey team has to be a guy who brings obviously the guys together, but relays the message from management and coaching to the players. So I'm looking forward to it. Again, it's a great responsibility, but can't be more thankful to the organization for placing that trust in me.
Thank you.
Jeff Baker here in the room.
Hey, Mark, congratulations once again. What's the attitude of the guys going into tomorrow night's season opener? I mean, it's one game out of 82, but it's also the very first game for a franchise. And I'm wondering if you sense that the guys kind of appreciate that going in, and also is there something that you have to do maybe to just avoid treating this like a Stanley Cup final or a Super Bowl or a larger than life event? And
yeah,
what is the feel for it?
Yeah, I think every game one, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of guys are going to come out. There's going to be a lot of pace. It's going to be pretty chaotic in the first 10 minutes, I'd imagine, of just like any other season. I think what we have to do is try to get to our game as quickly as possible, and just try and as much as you can in these games. I think especially the first one, you gotta almost try and slow the game down as much as you can in the first 10. You don't want to be running out of position or anything like that. You just want to play a smart, there's going to be pace no matter what you say. The excitement, the nerves are going to be there, and just hopefully we can have those emotions in check and play a smart first 10, and then everything I find after that settles in, and we'll be ready to go.
Mark, we may have lost you on audio at the end of that question. Do you mind just testing the mic for me?
Test one. Test.
Oh.
Can't hear me?
1 second here. Okay, that may have been on our side. Can you try the mic for me again?
Test. Check.
Okay, great.
Got it. Good.
Okay, Mike, here in the room.
Mark, entering your ninth straight season as captain of an NHL team, what defines leadership to you even more now versus back then?
I think it's just like I said before, there's responsibility, there's leading by example. But at the end of the day, I always look at the best leaders in the league as guys who help their team win games, play in all key situations. So looking forward to having a good start here to the season individually, but more importantly, as a team. I mean, it's important for us to get out, have a good start, get some confidence rolling, and go from there.
Tom Glasgow.
Hey, Mark, congrats on being named captain. I'm curious, what have you learned about this group of guys over the course of camp, both on and off ice? And then can you talk of starting the season with 5 straight on the road?
Yeah, well, what I've learned is we have a group who's bought in. Guys are eager to learn and listen. I mean, we have a young team. We know that a lot of young players, but a lot of guys with a lot of potential who I think are getting to their full potential, and hopefully we could maximize that. And then we have a good mix of some veteran guys who can, I think, help out with the young guys as well and move along. But we have an eager group. We have a team that's going to buy in together, and that's how we're going to win games. We're going to win games playing fast, playing physical, and playing as one group out there. So it's been positive so far, but now the real season starts, and we know that we got to get going. It's like you said, it's a big 5-game road trip to start, and it's a great opportunity for us.
Okay. Art Thiel here in the room.
Mark, bigger picture question on the NHL. What the NHL in the offseason signed a big deal with ESPN and with Turner Broadcasting. Lots more games across North America will be telecast. What does that mean from a standpoint of a veteran player like you, that the game is establishing this a much broader footprint across North America?
I think it's huge for the league and for the players. I think anytime you can have the exposure like that, it's going to go a long way with growing the game, and that's what it's about. I think coming down to Seattle as well, you see how putting our franchise down here, you see the community, how excited they're about it. You see I have a son who's in the minor hockey system down here, and you see how it's growing so quickly. So extremely important. And as players, that's a great job, by the league, and for us to get that exposure.
Okay. Lastly, Aaron Levine.
Hey, Mark, sort of playing off of Jeff's question, you talked about the approach tomorrow night of slowing things down, but in general, how special is it to you to be part of the very first game in Kraken history, and your thoughts about all the Kraken fans that are coming out to Las Vegas to be part of that history?
Again, we're blessed because we're part of something special. I think it's not many guys have this opportunity in their careers, obviously, with a new franchise, game one. It's going to be an electric atmosphere in Vegas. It always is. And again, excited to be a part of that game. I mean, by no means, when I mean slow it down, do I mean we're not going to go out there and play at a high pace and a high tempo, but sometimes I think in games, first games of the season, you can get too excited out there, and you gotta hold those emotions in check. So we'll try and slow it down mentally is what I'll say, and then execute quickly out there. But it's a huge it's going to be a huge moment for our team and our franchise for sure.